morning student, I'm Rose. Today we are going to learn a new chapter, that is standard 6, Civics, chapter 7, Urban Local Government. So in the last chapter we have learned about the Panchayati Raj system or rural local government and how this rural local government provide a basic or civic need to the people of rural areas. Yes or no? So today we are going to learn about the urban local governments, and this urban local government provide a basic needs or facilities to the urban areas of the people. Okay, so this urban local government has the three types of governing bodies, and these are divided according to the population of the cities, So first there are three types of governing bodies, urban local governing bodies, that is the Nagar Panchayat, municipalities and municipal corporations. So these are the three types of governing bodies which can be seen in different cities. Okay. First of all, we'll see the Nagar Panchayat. And this Nagar Panchayat governing body can be seen in the areas that is in the process of changing from rural to urban areas. Okay, it can be this type of Nagar Panchayat governing bodies can be seen in the areas where the rural, or we can say changing of rural areas to urban areas. For example, here we are the Godda is the one type of it is changing from rural area to urban cities. Yes or no? So this can be seen, and in the local Nagar Panchayat, the election, or we can say they elect the different representatives in different wards, as the Nagar Panchayat is divided into different wards. Okay, so same as the rural local government, how the Panchayati Raj system is being divided into different governing bodies, like this is Jila, then you have the Panchayat Samiti, then you have the Gram Panchayat, and this Gram Panchayat was divided into different governing bodies, Gram Sabha, Gram Panchayat and the Naya Panchayat. Yes or no? Like this same as this Nagar Panchayat, or the municipalities and the municipal corporation is also being divided in the cities, in different cities. Okay. So we were talking about the Nagar Panchayat. So this Nagar Panchayat is divided into different wards, and this ward member, or the member of wards are being elected by the people of the Nagar Panchayat, who is more than 18 and 18 above. Okay, so these people elect their own ward member in their own areas. Okay, and they have this termination of 5 years. And they can be dissolved either when they are incompetent, means we can say if they are not doing a proper work. Okay, so they can resign. Okay, so the functions of Nagar Panchayat that we will talk about is the water supply. They look after the water supply, sanitation, healthcare, education. Then you have the street lighting. Then you have the cleaning of streets. Then you have the buildings, management of sales. Okay, these are the main functions of Nagar Panchayat which they look after. And the source of income which comes for the Nagar Panchayat or the ward member can be found from the grant received from the government. For that means we can say there are so many funds which comes from the state government. Yes. So from there they get the income, and property tax when the people sell, or we can say property tax they get the income, then sell tax, fair tax. Okay. So these are the important source of income of Nagar Panchayat. Okay. Next we are going to learn about another governing bodies, that is the municipalities. Okay. So these municipalities is also called the municipal council or municipal committee. Okay, these are also called the municipal council or municipal committee. And this type of governing bodies can be found in the cities having population of 20,000 to 10 lakh. Okay, this type of governing bodies can be found in the population of 20,000 to 10,000 population in the cities. Okay, so it is and this municipalities is also divided into different wards. Okay, and the candidates which being elected, or we can say who can be elected as a representative of every ward, can be more than 25 and more than above. Okay, and the people who elect the representative of each ward or member of municipalities, there should be more than 18 and 18 above. Okay, so these are the members. 18 and 18 years of people elect their own representatives in each ward. Okay. So we can say that if this member, or we can say, as I told you, the member of municipalities are also called the municipal council or the councillor. They are also called the councillor or the municipal council. Okay, so they are having an important extra officers, like you can say MLAs, MPs. Okay, so these are the, and you have the what we call extra officers can be elected from the municipalities. Okay, MPs and MLAs. Okay, so there are in the different municipalities there are, it is divided into different wards, and this ward member, what happen, are elected by the people of the municipalities. Yes. So what happened when this all ward member comes together, they conduct one election, or they elect one more representative among the each ward member, and who is called as the chairperson. Okay, who is called as the chairperson, and we can say what we call they elect two, that is, one is chairperson and another is the vice chairperson. Okay, so if the chairperson is absent, then vice chairperson can be preside over the meeting of ward members of the municipalities. Okay, so this is how the works goes. Okay, so there are some more what we call permanent officials, like you can say engineers, then you have the sanitary inspectors, municipal engineers, then you have the junior engineers, then you have executive officers. Okay, these are the permanent officers who cannot be changed, or we can say they are directly elected by the state government or the central government. Okay, so they are the permanent officers who implements and instruct the policy framed by the municipalities. Okay, so this is another is the municipal corporation. Municipal corporation, if you call this, it is local self-governing bodies of the big cities. Okay, having the population of more than 10 lakh population. The cities which is having more than 10 lakh population have the governing bodies of municipal corporation. Okay, same as the municipalities, this municipal corporation is divided into different wards, and this ward member are elected by the member, or we can say elected by the people of the municipal corporation who are 18 and above 18. Okay, and the age of the municipal ward members should be 25 and above, 25 years and above. Okay, so this municipal corporation, they also elect the MPs and MLAs as the municipalities. Okay, and they are also having an office bearer corporation. That means us among the ward member. Okay, they elect the mayor, or we can say Mahapower, or the deputy mayor. Okay, so two mayors are being one is mayor and other is the vice mayor. Okay, so in the absence of mayor, this vice mayor can sit and preside over the meeting of ward member of the municipal corporation. Okay, so and when they discuss and suggest the needs and problems of the municipal corporation, this vice mayor, or we can say mayor, preside over the meeting of that, so that he can give the instruction, or he can take the suggestion he can give the suggestion to the ward member. Okay, next. And as the municipalities, this municipal corporation also is having a permanent officers, like you can say state governor, executive officer, then you have the municipal commissioner, then you have there are different exo officer in different like you say healthcare, education, yes or no. So these kind of permanent officers are also present in the municipal corporation. Okay, so there are different functions of both municipalities and municipal corporation. Okay, so they look after different like they say different activities, like we can say public healthcare, they look after sanitation, water supply, education, public lighting, public work, maternity and the child welfare. These are the important or compulsory work they should look after. Okay, they look after. Okay, and some of the optional functions, like you can say public parks, then you have the maintaining old orphanage homes, then you have the supply of cooking gas. Okay, then you have the public transport identities, or we can say housing facilities. Okay, these are the optional functions or optional works they look after. Okay. now we can say when the meetings or all the decisions are being made, okay, all the making process, or we can say when the councillors or we can say ward members sit together, so the president or the mayor sit or the preside over the meeting. Yes, so sometimes what happen, they all the members debate or we can say suggest or give the problems or say the problems in front of the vice president or mayor. Okay, so what happened, they suggest and they debate what should be done in the development of the different cities or in their cities. Okay, so this is what the decision process or we can say decision making process of the corporation is being done. Okay, and the source of income of these municipalities and municipal corporation, if you talk about, they take the source of income or they get the source of income from the property tax. Then you have the octroi, if you talk about, it is the tax provided given by the goods which comes from the outside the city, so these goods which comes inside the city from outside, okay, they have different taxes on it. Okay, so according to different goods, they have different taxes. Okay, we can say rate of different goods. Okay, according to that, they take the taxes. Okay, so they get income from the octroi. Then you have the electricity, water supply. Then you have the municipal property vehicle tax is there. Then you have the education tax is there, business tax is there. Then you have the entertainment tax, toll tax, sell tax. Okay, so these are the taxes through which they get the income, source of income. Okay, so this is how. Sometimes what happens, citizen protest. Why the protest? There are so many reasons for the protesting. Yes. Sometimes what happens, the ward member of each municipalities or Nagar Panchayat or municipal corporation, they don't keep up the demands of the people, or we can say they are sometimes they are not responsible for the work which is being done by them. Yes. So what happens, sometimes the citizens are not happy with the governing member which they have elected. Okay, so sometimes what happens, they raise their voice towards or against the ward member or against the elected member or against the municipal corporation or municipalities. Okay, so what happens, there can be directly they do with the help of a dharnas or we can say rallies and signature campaign. Okay, so these are the ways to which how the citizen protest against the municipal corporation or municipal commissioner. Okay, so that after that what happened, if the ward member or the different ward member, if he not does, he can get the resign or he will get the resign or he will do the work which is done not done. Okay, so this is how the citizen protest and this is how the people common people make them to do the work, how when the representative which they have elected is not done. Okay, so the chapter is already completed. I hope you have understood both through the chapter thoroughly.